Hello everyone, we just come out from a bumpy road and we gonna start this video. So, I am here with
Andreia. Hi everyone.
And she's a local artist and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Andreia and I'm a painter and a sculptor, self-taught. I'm from Vila Franca, Azores, and just met Miguel a few hours ago, and we were shooting at Lagoa das Furnas. I prefer to work with my hands, although I'm very visual. I do some videos of my paintings, like time lapses and everything else, and also I do a little bit of photography just to have certain points of views of light and shade and whatnot, but I prefer to work with my hands. So. In the beginning, I was just painting, and I had some painters here in Azores that I really enjoy their work, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be as good as them. I'm never gonna be the painter that I want to be. I'm never gonna make the art that I want to make, and I was relying on everyone's advice and everyone's opinion. So it was really difficult to be like positive, because it's a process. When you start a painting, you never know how is it going to end. So you have to be very instinctive about your work. So I spent a couple of years like that, and I detached myself from painting because I never truly achieved what I wanted. And then I went to study psychology in the university, and I learned about the process of knowing oneself, dealing with one's struggles and our demons. So painting became to me like a therapy, and I did a full year of painting only portraits of girls and women, and it was like I was painting other persons, but I was painting my feelings, I was painting my story, and that helped me a lot. So at the end of that year, I was like, oh, because the important thing I think it's the process that you make, the art that you make for yourself. So at this moment, at my career, I'm mostly working like in the techniques that I enjoy making. So I stopped all that, what are everyone else is going to think about my work and are going to say about the things that I do. And that helped me a lot. I think for every artist it's something like that. I made my first painting exposition a year. So in 1 year, my career was like boom. And I really had to stop listening to everyone else. Like, oh, you only do faces. Why don't you do that? Why won't you do that? Oh, so many colors. Why are you doing that like that way? So everyone else was like, okay, everyone, when you want to paint a painting, that's okay. So do what you want, and I'm gonna do what I want. The painting started with a poem by Dylan Thomas, and I was reading a book in Portuguese. I usually read in English and listen to audiobooks when I paint in English, but I was in a traveling journey, and I bought that book, and I started reading, and the poem was in Portuguese, and it stuck to my head. Like, I know this poem and it means so much to me, but the translation was all wrong. So I did some research and I found the poem by Dylan Thomas, and it's a poem about not letting the light inside of us die until the end of our lives. We have to fight. We have to really fight with passion for our dreams. So I was like, oh, I have to do a painting about this subject, and I choose a photograph that I found on the internet of an old lady, and she is wrinkled and whatnot, but she's smiling, and her eyes sent me. They were like talking to me about the message that I wanted to convey in my painting. So this is what I did today. And I wrote the poem in the painting. So in 10 years, I can remember that poem inspired that painting. Sometimes we speak too much about the work that we do and we don't let the work speak for itself. So I'm trying to make a compromise about that because I like to speak a lot. I'm searching for something unique, but I don't want to be known as only a painter or only a portrait painting. I want to have a technique like Pollock did the dripping. Right now I'm just focusing on working a lot with the knife palettes.
Today is kind of difficult to name just one artist, but if I have to choose, I would say like it's Vils from Portugal. Yeah, I really enjoy his work. I think he's great. But nowadays I follow him and all the works that he's making in social media, and it's like, oh, I really enjoy the way he thinks his works. Not just what he does and the sculpture of the walls and whatnot, but the thinking behind everything. So I really enjoy that. So Vils really inspired me to search different ways of different techniques and materials. Yeah. I'm making a process now.
So if you want to see Andreia's work, I leave in the description her Instagram, your Facebook page.
My Facebook page, yeah, and my Instagram.
So, drop a like if you learned something, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and comment if you want to ask anything or ask directly to Andreia on Facebook page.
Yeah, of course. I will be here.
Until next time, I'm Miguel. See you.
Bye.